In June of 1970, I spent 2.5 weeks in Burgundy and Bordeaux on vacation and came up with this scatterbrained idea that what I really wanted to do for the rest of my life was somehow move back to France and get into the wine business. Well, fortunately for me and for France, an article appeared in the Wall Street Journal just after coming back from that trip, talking about what a great future California had for becoming a world-class wine growing area. And as a result of that article, I forgot about France and turned my eyes towards California.
And so he decided to sell everything and pack the kids up in the car, and we drove across America in a mint green station wagon, and my father came to this sleepy little valley called the Dry Creek Valley, bought a rundown 55-acre prune orchard, and started the first winery here after Prohibition.
After I bought this property, I had the local farm advisor and a viticultural consultant friend of mine come out, and they recommended Gewürztraminer or Napa Gamay. And I asked, what about Sauvignon Blanc? And they said, no, Sauvignon Blanc is a bad variety for this part of California. Well, I went ahead and planted Sauvignon Blanc, and as it turned out, it appears that Sauvignon Blanc appears to be the best white variety grown in Dry Creek Valley today. In the early 80s, we had a Zinfandel, and we wanted to put something on the label, so we basically put Dry Creek Valley on the label. The labels were rejected by the BATF. We were given a use up on these labels because it was not a recognized appellation, and that's when we started the move to get Dry Creek recognized as an appellation in California. All along the way, I was told my ideas had never been done before, but being a kid from Boston, I was just bullheaded enough to go ahead and do it.
In the years leading up to my dad's retirement in 2006, we began to put into place our vision for the future of the winery. And we were inspired by what we were seeing, which was deeply disturbing, and that was that so many family wineries were beginning to sell out to these big, massive corporations. As a family, we had a choice. We could grow our production dramatically, in a sense dumbing down the wines, sourcing fruit from other appellations, or do what we did, which is really develop a laser focus on quality and on the Dry Creek Valley, our home appellation. We really wanted to go from a good winery making good wines to a truly great winery making great wines.
We really wanted to make wines that we're extremely proud of, that define taste of place, meaning the terroir of Dry Creek Valley, and we knew we could do it. All these things really drove us to work ungodly hours, raising 2 young children, and part of it was because we had this passion for wine, and we loved this place. We knew that we could make world-class wines out of it, and so we set out to do that with post-haste and a hope and a prayer.
We believe that making phenomenal wines really starts in the vineyard, with flourishing vines and healthy soil, so that there's very minimal intervention required here at the winery. Each and every grape is grown in our own estate vineyards or from a longtime growing partner that has a small local family farm, many of whom we've been working with for decades.
Embracing sustainable agriculture means so much to me, and I really believe this is to hand the land over to our children in better shape than what we got it. And our vineyards especially. Our business is built upon our vineyards and nothing else, but it's really about a legacy of greatness and sustainability in life. It just keeps getting better, and I really attribute that to the sustainable model that we created and the people that are working here.
Dry Creek Vineyard is one of the last truly private, family-owned, iconic wineries consistently producing 90-plus point wines. And in a world where things are getting bigger and faster, we are taking a slower and smaller approach to the quality of our wines. We are firmly committed to a no-compromises philosophy, producing varietal-defining, appellation-focused, terroir-driven wines that reflect the best of the Dry Creek Valley, and they have never been better. Our family legacy is 50 years in the making, and we're just getting started.